You ever had a guilt trip laid on you? Well, guess what, my friends? You don't have to take that. Okay. I got some things today. I'm gonna show you how to deal with guilt tripping in your relationship. Stay tuned. This is BobbieD coming to you live from Talambon, Cebu, Philippines. Having an awesome time in the Philippines today. Hope you are as well. Where we're from today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about how to handle guilt tripping in your relationship, in the point, how to handle it, man. For those of you here for the first time, I suggest you click on the subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you continue seeing fresh new Philippine videos, motivational videos, and worldwide videos. Now, when you talk about guilt, yeah, and guilt tripping, people like to trip on you, man. They want to lay a trip on you, guilt. Make you feel guilty about your decisions, make you feel guilty about how you act, make your behavior, what you want to do. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Whenever somebody try to make you feel guilty, the issue is not you. Usually, it is them. Mhm. They don't know how to handle your success, so they try to make you feel guilty. Or you all uppity now. They don't know how to handle your success. Or you think who you think you is. You think you better than us? Guilt tripping. Yeah. Why do you have to do that, guilt trippers out there? It doesn't make sense. Celebrate, don't hate. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with celebrating somebody? But now they want to guilt trip. They want to lay it on you. I'm gonna show you, man. I got four things real quick. And as I do this today, I'm just going to give you some brief examples of how to deal with it. Because a lot of times people just don't know what to say. They just don't know what to say. They just don't know what to do. And let me check my audio, make sure it's right. Give me 1 second, please. Checking my audio. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. I forgot to do this before I got on. I want to make sure it's right. Okay, hold on. Okay, here we go. All right, that's good. All right, so look, let's check it out. Audio's fine. So guilt tripping, man. What do you do? What do you do? Oh, I got four things for you. Oh gosh, four things to do to show you, to help you, and I can show you better than I can throw you. Okay, let's go. You ready? Let's go. Thumbs up for the day. No hocus pocus, just focus for the day. Here we go. Focus for the day. Where the focus at? Now come on, baby. Focus for the day. All right, here we go. Guilt tripping, man. Yeah. Guilt tripping, man. What is the problem, man? I don't like that. You gonna put me down and put yourself up? Who does that, man? Don't put me down because nobody paying attention to you, and you put me down to lift yourself up because you jealous of me. You just a hater and describe. You're trying to put the guilt on you, the guilt you feed inside of you. You're trying to put it on me. I'm not with that, buddy. And that's how you need to deal with it. Get it off of you. When you recognize where it's coming from, the place it's coming from, then you can send it right back to hell. Okay? Because that's where it's coming from. I'm sorry to use that word. That's where it's coming from. People want to put hell on you, but because they live in their life is nothing but a hell. And they're living in a hell zone. And they want to put their hell zone attitude on you, so they guilt trip. And a lot of time, if you're not aware of what they're doing, if you're not aware of where they're coming from, the place they come from, you accept that trip. And you be like, okay, I don't know why I don't know why I'm so successful, and I don't know why I treat this, and I don't know. I want to be bad. I don't want to be good anymore. I don't want to be the best. I want to be the worst. I'm a bad person. I'm just a. See how crazy that sounds? But believe it or not, there are people that fall for guilt trips every single day. You know why? Because they don't have a proper self-concept of their own self. And then more people are gullible. They're suggestible. I told you a few days ago how people are easily suggestible and they could be hypnotized easily. A lot of you didn't believe it, but I know about hypnotism. I know about psychology. I know you can get people just by talking to them and mess them up. Or you can lift them up. It's how you use it that matters. Good or bad, evil or good. Whatever, it's your choice. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not about putting people down. I'm about lifting them up. So if I hypnotize you, guess what? You can be going up, baby. You ain't going down, okay? You with me, G? Let go. I got five for you. Now, when we go through this today, it's going to be a little bit different. I'm not going to show you I'm just going to give you I got four for you. I'm just give you some examples, okay? Examples of what you need to do, how you can stop them from laying that guilt trip on you, and how you can respond, because it's important. A lot of times when people lay a guilt trip on you, you don't really know what to say immediately because you're feeling guilty. And that's the purpose of a guilt trip. If the person that lays the trip on you really knows how to do it right, they will do it and you will feel it. You'll feel some kind of way about it. You'll feel guilty. Wow. I got $1 million and she ain't got nothing but $1,000 in the bank. I'm feeling guilty. Who cares? That's not it's really not your responsibility, her finances. You know what I'm saying? That's her job. That's her business. You don't got no business feeling guilty for her unless you stole the money from her. But that's just a crude example of how people will lay trips on you because they feel inadequate about themselves. They feel low self-esteem. They feel some kind of way in a negative zone about themselves, and they want to put that negativity on you. Okay, don't fall for the okie doke because it ain't worth it. I don't play that. When I find somebody trying to guilt trip me, you know what I think? I'm sorry to hear that, man. And I walk away because I'm not with that. And sometimes I said, okay, thank you, and I walk away. Because I know where they're coming from, and I don't want to even entertain that. But for some of you, got to respond. I got 4 for you. Look, you ready? Let's go. Let's go. The hocus pocus, Jen. Focus for today. Let's go. Focus. Number 1, we're going to talk about depersonalize the guilt. You got to depersonalize it because you understand when the guilt trip is put on you, it's personal. You take it personal. So you got to learn how to depersonalize that guilt trip that they're laying on you. Number 2, articulate your boundaries. What you mean, BobbieD? What you mean? Boundaries, man. Oh, Lord, have mercy. I talk to you about boundaries all the time, man. If you ain't got this by now, you ain't got nothing. Not one little thing. Get it, man. Boundaries. If you a man out there and you ain't got no boundaries, you ain't got nothing. Because everybody gonna walk all over you like a doorman. Everybody gonna talk to you like a fool. Because you got no boundaries. And when you have no boundaries, people take advantage of you. Okay? Get you some boundaries. If you ain't got none, find you somebody that got some and borrow theirs. If they let you have them. But yeah, find you a mentor, a role model that has boundaries and standards and values in their lives, and you take that on yourself. Okay? Because a lot of people just don't have boundaries. They were raised in families like anything goes. You come here, hey, anything goes. My family, structure, boundaries. You know what to do, when to do. You come to my house after 10 o'clock, you're going to have some problems. But yeah, what kind of boundaries and standards? You ain't got nothing. Better get you some. Number 3, we're going to talk about listen and validate their feelings. Sometimes you got to listen to them. Especially you care about them, they care about you. And they just don't know how to express. A lot of times people will go on lay a guilt trip on you because they got emotions inside of them. And rather than them expressing those emotions, they would prefer laying a guilt trip on you. Okay? Who does that? People that don't know how to express their emotions. So I'm telling you, man, sometimes you gotta listen. You gotta listen to hear, hang on what they're saying. And then number 4, sometimes, my guys, you gotta offer a compromise. Okay. Yeah, you gotta say, okay, I understand you don't like what I'm saying. You're trying to put this guilt trip on me, telling me I'm bad. I'm not bad. Let's talk about it. Can we compromise? Because if you really want to get to a place of resolution, you have to make an attempt to understand where they're coming from. Okay? All right, let's go. Number 1. What's number 1? Yeah, we're going to have some fun. Depersonalize, man. Yeah, depersonalize. What you mean depersonalize? Depersonalize, man. You know what personalize is, right? Cater to you, right? For you only, individually, styled for you, comfortable for you. Do you take that? No, that's not for me. That's what you're saying. This doesn't conform to my personality. This doesn't conform to who I think I am. This doesn't conform to my mental mind, my mentality. This doesn't conform to me at all. And so you're trying to put something on me that I'm not. I reject that. That's how you tell. And if you're a spiritual man, you know what you say? I bind the devil. I bind the devil, or I don't receive that. That's how you say it. If you're a spiritual man, spiritual people say, I bind the devil on that. I don't receive that. Brother, that's how you talk to him, and you say that, and you don't have to be a spiritual man to say, look, hey, I don't receive that. I hear what you said, but I don't receive that. And you move, keep it moving. That's how you get rid of people that want to lay guilt trips on you. You let them know that you understand where they're coming from. You don't want to be mean and nasty and cuss them out. You say, look, hey, I don't receive that. Thank you. Bye, move. Now, depersonalize it, man. Here's an example. This is how you say, okay. I feel like you're trying to make me feel guilty about my decision. See how it sounds? See how rational, see how logical, see how sensible that is? There's no emotions in there. There's no argumentative tone in there. It is all designed to reach that guilt place that they're trying to put on you. And you're trying to let them know, I understand your situation. I understand what you're saying, but tell them how you feel. Turn the tables. This does not apply to me. I'm depersonalizing this. You send a personal guilt trip attack on me, and I'm not happy. That's what it's saying. If you read in between, and it informs them of your feelings. Somebody lay a guilt trip on you. Well, you think you missed a success, and we know where you came from. You right here, you from the hood, just like okay. I feel like you're trying to make me feel guilty about my decision of being successful. You know, I'm not with that. That's what I feel. You've informed them of your feelings. You're not accusatory. You're not accusing them of being mean and hateful. You just brought the truth to the light. Whenever somebody brings truth to light, the darkness, the devil, the demons got to what? Flee. They got to say, pew! Because the truth reveals, the light reveals the truth. And the truth is freedom. The Bible said Jesus is the way, the truth, and the what? Light. And no one come up to the Father but by when the truth comes out. All the imps, all the devils, all the demons, all the crazy folk got to say, pew! Because they can't stand the truth. They can't stand reality. Reality is logic. Logic is truth. Okay? And when you deal with the truth, non-truth people or liars, if you want to call them, or haters, if you want to call them, got to go. Yeah? So you have dismissed that depersonalization. You have dismissed that. You have depersonalized that personal guilt trip attack upon you. Okay, that's one way you unarm them, by bringing what? The truth to the light, baby. Okay, and you get them real quick. You don't just say this stuff and keep let, because when you do it, you talk to them, say what you're gonna say, and move. You know why you move? Because you're giving them an opportunity to intake what you just gave them. Some people can't get it right now. They won't keep on talking. You don't want to hear nothing. You tell them the truth. You lay a truth bomb on them, and you walk away. You let them simmer, sit there and simmer and take it in, so they can understand the craziness ways they're trying to put on you. Okay. You don't receive do not receive any personalized attack upon your character, upon your success, upon how you made a decision about doing something. You guys out there trying to make a decision to go to the Philippines, I know somebody done laid the truth. I'm trying to put some guilt trips on you. Yeah, I know. Your family's Junior. Yeah, ma'am. You ain't got no business going to that Philippines. What you mean, Mom? You heard me, son. You ain't got no business going to no Philippines. You can't find a black woman out here. You got to go all the way across the sea to find some chink who don't even care nothing about you. All they want your money. What's wrong with you, Junior? Guilt trip. Because you're going outside your race. Okay? Guilt trip. And you sitting up there receiving it. You already met a beautiful Filipina. She's fine as Georgian wine. She and you sync up personality-wise. You love her inner beauty. You love her exterior beauty. It all makes good sense to you. And your mama laid a guilt trip on you. And you sitting up there, she's put a personalized guilt trip on you, attack on you, and you sitting up there receiving it. Mister, what is wrong with you? Is your mama going to sleep with you tonight? Huh? Is your mama going to make you feel good when she in the bed sleeping, you out over somewhere else? Huh? Come on, man. She don't make you feel like this woman does. She had no business getting in your business. And if you're a grown man, you need to tell her, quick. Just like I told you, number one, bring the truth to the light. Inform her, I feel like you're trying to make me feel guilty about my decision, Mama. Why is that? And then move on. Move on. Let her deal with the question of why is that. And when she comes to the reality of why it is, it's not because she loves you. It's because she don't want you to be taken away from her. She don't want to lose you. Okay. She think that some woman going to take her away from her, take you away from her. That's what it is. And so when people feel that there's a sense of loss of something they value or someone they value, they try to hold on to them any kind of way they can. And to do that, ladies and gentlemen, they will send a personalized guilt trip attack on you, on your character, on your personality, on your decisions, on your success, right on down the line. Okay, man. So when you recognize there's a personalized guilt trip coming on you, be smart, man. So look, I see you trying to make me feel guilty about my decision. And you keep on going on. Don't even wait for them to respond. Let them sink it in. And she said, "Come here, wait a minute. Will you ask me a question?" I said, I see that. Don't even wait for the answer. You are giving that information to them for them to ponder on, for them to simmer on, so them to understand that you know where they're coming from. I said, and she gonna say, when you leave that person, she gonna say, "When my junior told me that," and they're gonna think about it, and eventually they'll see what they were trying to do was wrong, because you're a grown man. Unless you want them baby mama boys and never growing up, okay? Then she has a right to lay a guilt trip on you, because that's all you receive is guilt trips. You don't go out like that. Be smart. Use your head. I'm gonna give you these tools that you can do. You can work. You can get the stuff off of you, man. When you got knowledge, you got power. I'm gonna give you the knowledge so you don't have to go to college. I went to college and I got the knowledge. I'm gonna spread it to you, baby. Let's go. Number two, don't know what to do. What to do. What to do. Number two, articulate your boundaries, man. Okay. Articulate. What you mean articulate, Bobby? What you mean articulate? Talk. Explain. You know, delineate. Tell them specifically what you will stand for, what you will not take, what you will take. And this is my line. Don't cross my line. When you cross my line, mama, I'm sorry. I got to go. I'm not going to cuss you out, mama, because you my mama. I love you. I'm not going to slap you. I'm going to leave, mama. I can't do you. You cannot talk to me like that. That's how you got a line. When your mama know your line and she still cross that line, you got to back the H up out of that camp. Okay. I know it's your mother, your family member, you might be your person, buddy, whatever. But when they cross your line, man, that means you got to move. You know, a lot of people don't like me. You know, tell you why? You know why? I got standards. Yeah, I'm gonna say it again. I got standards. Yeah, yeah, standards. I got boundaries. Mm-hmm. I got moral values. Mm-hmm. I got belief system that I cherish. And when you come against my moral values, ladies and gentlemen, when you come against my standards in life, okay, when you cross my lines, I'm out. I might give you a chance to get it right. And if you can't get it right, I'm out. There's no more debate. There's some things I don't debate upon. Okay. You know, my Lord, don't debate on me with that. I'm not with that. I believe in Jesus. I believe in the Lord. You can't, there's no compromise with that, okay? So no, you know, that's just a part of the standard. That's why a lot of people don't like me to this day, because I got standards. And I'll tell you what I need you to tell, what I need you to know, and then you will step or I'm gonna step, one or the other. Or you're gonna make yourself right with me. Okay? Now you gotta have standards. You ain't got no standards in life, you're a pitiful person. I'm sorry to say that. Standards is what determine whether you fail or succeed. Ask any successful person in the world. You ask who? Give me a person. Give me a successful person. Ask The Rock. Remember, I just saw him on an interview a few minutes ago. The Rock. Ask The Rock. You know, remember The Rock, James Johnson? He's one of the most successful actors. He's been successful in the WWE. One of the most successful actors in the world today. And he started out with nothing in his pockets. You know, he's a multi-millionaire. You know, and you know because he's got standards. Built his body up. You think he just didn't do nothing? He had to have the discipline. When you have discipline, then you can get standards. And a lot of people, you got no discipline. You do anything. Discipline, man. And you know, am I perfect? No. Sometimes I don't have discipline in certain areas, but I try to get better every day. And so one of the problems is that we fall for guilt trips. We have no standards. We have no discipline. And number three, and that we are, like say, susceptible to the feelings of others. Okay. Now, we all should be compassionate. However, when you don't let that compassion cause you to be a fool for other people, and you don't let your compassion allow you to be what? Manipulated by other people. Because that's what guilt tripping is, ladies and gentlemen. It is a form of what? Manipulation. And it is toxic. I'm sorry to say that. Your mama toxic. She told you not to go to the Philippines. She put a toxic guilt trip on you. Okay. Now you know what it is. Now what you gonna do about it, buddy? You gonna sit there and take it? Yeah? Or you gonna say, no, mama, you know, mama, look here. You know, I know what you told me about the Philippines, and I'm sorry, but I got to disagree with you on this one. I got to do this for me, mom. I just you don't know what I know. You don't feel what I feel. I love this lady, man. I love her, mom. I got to go, and I got to see if it's right for me. If it ain't right, I'm coming back. But that's how you do. You deal with people openly, honestly, and you stand up for your rights as an individual, as a human being, a member of the human species. You have a right to your opinion. You have a right to your destiny. And if you don't pursue your destiny, you don't pursue your lifestyle, whatever it is, whatever that is, you'll never perceive and receive your entire lifestyle, your destiny, what's out there for you. If it's for you, it's for you, and nobody else can take it. But if you never go get it, she'll sit there and somebody else might look and get it. Okay, let's go. I don't know where that came from, but it came. Let's go. Yeah, man. But you got to articulate your boundaries, man. You really want to. This is what you say. This is what you say. Hey, you really want me to change my decision? Really, mom? You really want me to change my decision? But the way you're going about it is making me feel uncomfortable. That's what you do, sweetheart. You really want me to change my decision about you going out tonight? You really do. But your way to be going about it is making me feel uncomfortable. You cussing me out. You calling me the N word. You say I don't own you. The way you're going about it, it's just making me feel uncomfortable. I made a decision that you're not going out tonight, my dear, and that's what I mean. And you have to know that I don't like you going out with your girls every night. You went out 3 nights this week, and now you're going again. My decision is you can't do it, and you're making me feel uncomfortable because you want me to change my decision. And the way you're going about it's making me feel uncomfortable. That's how you do. That's how you do, ladies and gentlemen. You state the issue. State the issue. And you don't be arguing, fussing, hollering. You don't do that. Because she gonna wind up slapping you. And she going out anyway. Don't do that, man. Be logical. Don't be emotional. Don't mix emotions and logic together. It will never work. Like oil and fire don't work together. Just explosion. Don't do that. When you're emotional, stay emotional. Okay, that's what you want to do. But if you're logical, stay logical. Don't start crying because she makes you feel so guilty. That you start crying. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetheart. You can go. I'm sorry. I'm a bad person. I'm sorry. You can go. I don't want to make you feel. Oh Lord, I don't want to say that word, but y'all know what I want to say. Simp. Simp. You know what I mean? Sucker. Y'all know what the acronym for simp? Sucker, idolizing, sucker, idolizing, mediocre, PU, okay? You don't want to be like that, man. Don't kiss her feet. Stand up with your backbone and be strong. Okay, let's go. But that's what you do, man. You articulate your boundaries, man. You articulate your boundaries. You state the issue, and you express your discomfort that she's trying to lay a guilt trip on. You don't say nothing but no guilt trip. You don't mention those words. She knows what she's trying to do. She's trying to make you feel guilty, but you state the issue. You're making me feel uncomfortable, and then express your discomfort. Okay, and then say, last thing you say on that one, say, look, you're making me feel uncomfortable. I want you to respect me. Okay, because when you disrespect me like that, my dear, it makes me feel uncomfortable. I want to be comfortable with you, and I want you to feel comfortable with me. I would never disrespect your boundaries. I would never disrespect your way of lifestyle. But if it's what you're doing is wrong, I'm here for you to let you know that it's got to stop. We have boundaries as a family. We have boundaries as a boyfriend and girlfriend. We have a boundary in our home, in our relationship, and you're going outside the boundaries. It is my job to let you know that's wrong. That's how you deal. That's how you deal. That's how you talk. You don't cuss her out. You don't slap her. You don't try to grab her by the neck. You don't do none of that. Okay, because that's going to make her get more violent and more against you. Okay, be a man. Be a strong man and be a good man. Okay, and nobody going to say you nothing when you do what I just told you to do. Nobody can come against you. Nobody can. Oh, she might still, even after you said what you said was right. She could still, let her go. And when she come back, she got to face you again. Okay, let's go. Ryan Chain, BobbieD, Lisi, One Nation, the Group, One Love. Number 3, just don't want to pay. Yeah, we're talking about how to handle guilt tripping in your relationship today. Okay, yeah, You guys out there don't know how to handle guilt tripping. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel. I'm sorry. Yeah, you give her all everything she wants. It's okay. Sometimes they deserve to get stuff, but not when it violates your boundaries, not when it's going against your standards, not when it's doing something that you know you told her not to do. Come on, man. Number 3, listen, 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 and validate their feelings. You always got to listen, man. It's a fool that don't listen. I listen. I learn by listening. Okay. And then when I listen, if it's good for me, I learn by doing what I heard, doing what they said. That's how I do. That's my best way of learning, by listening and then doing. Okay. A lot of us, we don't want to listen. We just make our mind up. That's it. You still, even though you're right and not allowing them to put a guilt trip on you, you still have to listen to what people have to say, especially women, because women are very emotional, feeling, touchy type people. And if you don't listen to them, you just shutting her out right there. She feel like you're not attached to her because you're not hearing nothing she's got to say. When a woman feel that you're not hearing her, you're not listening to her, you have alienated her. She will find someone else that will listen to her. She will find someone else that can do what? Understand her and do what? Validate her feelings that she's going through right now. So you have to listen, my guys. You got to listen, and then more importantly, you have to validate her feelings. Okay. You seem upset about my answer, my dear. Would you like to talk about it? You've listened to her. You've validated her feeling that she's upset, and you've given her an option to talk about it. You've identified the source of friction. You identify the source of friction. You open an option for communication, and you notify them that it is your decision, that you're not going to waver. I'm not wavering from my decision, but we can talk. Would you like to talk about it? Does that mean you're changing your mind? No, I ain't changing nothing. I told you you're not going out. Yeah, but we can talk about it. You're opening up the lines of communication will help her to understand what it really is that she's doing, because she doesn't know. Sometimes people get so emotionally charged, emotionally involved, that they forget about the standards in your home, that they forget about the standards in your relationship, that they forget about them doing wrong. They just want to satisfy the urge to feel good or whatever. If going out makes her feel good, she don't want to get that urge. It could be perfectly legit, but she's not going on no man, all like that. She's going to girls, but say, hey, 4 nights in a row. Come on, man. That's a problem. And so that's how you do, man. These are awesome ways to get yourself out of feeling guilt trip. Let people laying guilt trip on you. You don't like me. You want me to have no fun. I can't go out with my girls. What's wrong with you? Just old and you don't want me to have fun, and you just want me to be like you. I'm not like you. All of those guilt tripping terminology and phrases will have a tendency to penetrate this. But understand me, when you understand what they're doing, you can block that. You can put a shield up, like Captain America's shield, and when they put them guilt trip attacks on you, they say, boom, bounce off, because you're ready. You understand where she's coming from. You understand you understand what she's doing. You understand where she's coming from, how she's feeling, but you're not going to move. You're going to be like a tree planted by the rivers, the waters. When that song, you're going to be like a tree planted by the waters. You will not be moved, okay? She can cry crocodile tears all she wants. You know what I'm saying? You ain't moving. That's how you got to be, man. And sometimes it works, and sometimes it don't work. But most of the time, when you stand firm and you stop people from guilt tripping you, they're gonna get the message sooner or later. Number 4, we out the door, okay? I know you need to get to, man. I got to go to sleep, man. Okay, man. I'm with you, man. All right, let's go. Number 4. Offer compromise. Okay? Offer compromise. I see this is really important here. Have a guilt trip and won't change. Won't change my mind. You're trying to make me feel bad, won't change my mind. Can we meet in the middle? Yeah. Offer to compromise with them. Offer to say, okay, look, I know you want to go out, but you're trying to make me feel guilty by not wanting you to go out, not allowing you to go out. It's not going to change my mind. Can we meet somewhere in the middle? Maybe you can't go out tonight, but maybe another day or so. That's how you do. You offer a compromise if needed. Okay, that's the last thing you want to do. When you got a term out there, you let it ride. Stay with it. And you've acknowledged the importance of it for going out for her. You've identified the attempt to hurt or manipulate you. Okay, yeah, she tried to put a guilt trip on you, and then you shut the door to any negotiation. Okay, I'm not going to change my mind tonight. but we can compromise. Maybe tomorrow, maybe another. That's how you do, man. That's how you deal with your lady. That's how you deal with anybody that tries to put a manipulative guilt trip on you. It is coming from a place of inadequacy. It is coming from a place of selfishness. It is coming from a place of a crab mentality, because a lot of times they don't want to see you move up. And do anything to put you down to their level. Those are demons. Those are devils. Those are hating mechanisms that people try to put on you to try to bring you down and to change your mind. Okay, if you are right and you know you're right, stand firm, be firm, hold your ground. Okay, I'm just telling you right. Okay, you said, Bobby, you ain't right, but okay. Let them do what they want to do. Let's see what's going to happen to you. You every time you turn around, you're gonna be like, why you doing that, Sheila? And you're gonna be like a doormat. And then pretty soon, once Sheila done use you up, she gonna walk all over you. And then when she go out the door, she gonna say, I'm done with you, punk. How you like me now, mister? And she gonna walk out the door because she done got everything she want out of you. I mean, be a man. Grow up. Okay. Let's review real quick and be out. Okay. Number one. Thumbnail for the day. Guilt tripping, man. Happens all the time, every day. Number one. We talked about the personalized guilt trip. Man, people would target you, even your very people that you wouldn't think would be the best friend, your mother, your sister, your brother. They would target you, bring personalized attacks on you for guilt. Number two, articulate your boundaries. You got no boundaries, you got nothing in life. I learned a long time ago. My mom used to say, Bob, you can't do anything, Bobby. You got to be smarter. You can't separate you got to stay away from them bad boys. You got boundaries. I didn't understand what she was saying, but she was telling me I got to be bound. I got to have boundaries. You want to move up in life, son. You can't hang out with them boys. You can't stay on the corner, Bob. I don't want to see you down. Boundaries. Articulate your boundaries. Don't cross this line. Number three, listen and validate this. You got to listen, man. I don't care what she says. She might cuss you out. You still got to listen. And then you got to validate. I understand you're angry, but I'm not changing my decision. Number four, offer a compromise. There are times when you must offer a compromise, but you still stand firm. Okay, I'm not changing my answer today. You're not going tonight. Okay, but let's compromise. We can pick another day. We can pick another day. We choose another, but not tonight. That's how you do. That's how you do. And let me tell you something. Whenever you do things like that in your relationship with your Filipino, with your woman, with your job, with your community, with your mother, with your family, they will respect you. I have to pause for a minute so you can get that. They will respect. But Bobby, they don't respect me when I tell them they want to come. No, because you're moving. They know they can move you. When you are unmovable, unshakable, untakeable, people respect you. You know why? Because when you're unmovable, unshakable, untakeable, that means you're what? Strong. You got balls. You got boundaries. People respect people that have boundaries and that are strong and they have balls. You think I'm playing with you? Grow some and you'll see. Grow up here. And you know what I'm talking about. And then you got to be unmovable, man. Yeah. But be right, first of all. You have to be right. Don't try to get in the position of being wrong and then you tell them something that's wrong. That's not going to work. They're going to cut you down. You should be cut down. When you are right, that's when you use these techniques. If you're wrong, then you're wrong. You're going to cause more problems. Okay. All right. That's all I got for you tonight. I tell you, man, I'm being fast now. I don't be playing around. I get to it. I get straight to it. 1 second, please. But those of you that weren't here last night, we had an awesome video broadcast last night. Check it out when you get a chance. I do so many videos. I don't care. What did we talk about last night? Who was here? Who was here last night that remembers what we talked about? I'm gonna leave that out to y'all. Somebody, if you was here last night, let the people know, let everybody know when we run the train what we talked about, and tell me how you thought about it, okay? Because this is a double for your trouble day. I did one last night. It's all in the same day for me, all in a 24-hour period. All right, let's go. We got to find out who's rubbing up, tubbing up, buffing up, the beat, the first man in there. Here's up, people get ready. Whether the train is coming, don't need no ticket. You just get on board. All you need is love. Who? Say it again. Say, sweet, sweet love. Don't need no ticket. You just get on board. Get on board. You ready, right train, Bobby Easy, one nation, going up. When I said toot toot, you said all aboard. Toot toot, toot toot. When I said all aboard, you said toot toot. All aboard, all aboard. Let's ride this. Y'all ready to ride the train, Bobby Easy, one nation, going up. One nation. Let's go. I gotta find out who's rough enough, tough enough, bob up enough to be the first man in his house. Who that say they gonna beat them? I need to know. Inquire my mom. I'm gonna find out today. I'm gonna find out today. They're playing with y'all. Watch it. Full sound, full sound, full sound in the house. Full sound number one, man. You know, he ain't got to make no whole big statement. He just put the number one. That's all I got to do. That's all I got to do, brother. I made it. I'm just put my number there so they know what it means. He making a statement, y'all. You know what? Hey, man, this is like the second time this week, I think. But, man, Smooth, congratulations to you, man. You made a difference in your reality, and you want to be number one. It's okay, man. I love it. I love to see people making a determination to do better. And it's a small thing. Being number one on a train is a small thing. But small things consistently done lead to what? Bigger and better things. Smooth sounds, you're on the right track, baby. And keep healthy and keep wealthy and keep strong. Keep your mind strong. Don't let what people say come against you. Don't let people, because I know you don't had a lot of guilt trip laid on you. I don't know, but I got the tools now to deal with it, man, and to deal with it intelligently, and to deal with it logically and rationally. Get people off your case. Stop people from hating on you. And when you lay the techniques, I gave you 4 good techniques. And when you put these techniques on them, don't stand there and debate with them, because what you said is not debatable. Move on. Keep it moving. Okay, so good to see you, Ryan Train, Bobby Lisi, One Nation of the Group. Y'all give me the prop. Who we got, Ryan Train? Who we got? Markel in the house. Markel in the house. Woo, what's up, Markel? He said, Markel TV in the house. He said, what's up? Hey, man, we doing good, man. We doing good. You know what I'm saying? We doing all right, man. How you doing, buddy? Good to see y'all. Check out the show again. I got YouTube channel, Markel TV, the podcast. Give you better information. Check it out, Markel. Maybe here Friday. I'm not sure. We'll hopefully get him. If not, we'll move on to something else. Let's go, Ryan Train. Who we got? Mark, he said, okay, you sent me a message. Okay, man. All right, I'll check it out when we get out the show, man. I'll get back with you as soon as I get out the show. Okay. You know, I don't check. Y'all, if y'all send me something and I don't get right back with you, just email me or something, I'll follow up. Because a lot of times I'm so busy doing research or whatever. I'm always doing research, or I'm trying to either doing research for a topic or future topics, or doing a follow-up on something I did previously, something like that. So there's a lot of things I'm doing. So I apologize if I don't get back to you speedily, but just keep reminding me. Let's go, Roger. Who we got? Smooth, he said, Mr. Markel. Every time I meet a vet, male or female, I send them your way, especially homeless vets. Good. That's good. That's what we do. Each one reach one, each one what? Teach one. Hey, that's what we do, man. Reach out, teach out, peace out. Okay? Don't hate. Appreciate it. Let's go, Ryan Train, Bobby Lee, One Nation of the Group, love. Murphy, hey, what's it? Toot. Hello, Bob. What's up, Murphy? Murphy in the house, gun in the house. Woo, gun in the house. Woo, gunny man in the house. Go finger, getting ready to make that journey. And he won't not be on a gurney. He gonna make that journey on a big plane. Gonna take that, get ready to get on that big jet, going up to the Philippines. Yeah, man, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Do your thing. And see, what Murphy did the same thing I told y'all. He let nobody lay no guilt trip on him. No, you got to stand firm. This is your life. This is not your mama life. This is not your sister life. This is not your niece life. This is not your nephew life. This is your life. Okay? And you got to live it. Your mama ain't got to live your life. She already had her time. She trying to hold you back from you seeking your dream. No, I'm not saying speak bad to your mother. I'm not saying speak bad to your relative, your bud, your boy, whatever. But I'm saying, hey, when somebody try to pull you back from the goal, your destination, you can see it, you can smell it, you can feel it, you can touch it, and they pulling you back. You got to break them chains, baby. You got to cut that. You got to say, no, you're not. You're not going to hold me back. I don't care if I'm doing it wrong. Let me be the one to deal with my wrongness. If I make a wrong decision, let me be the one. You're not the one. That's how you do, man. Are you being disrespectful? No. You being a man on a mission, doing what you got to do in your life, and nobody can disrespect you for that. People respect a man that pursues his dreams, pursues his goals in life, and no one will come against you for that except your haters. Let's go, Ron James. Who we got? Marquette, what's up, Smooth Sound? You all right, man? Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you sending my way, man. You know, everybody needs help sometime, and I'm here to help for them, veterans and even non-veterans. Just send them all my way. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much. Hey, Smooth, send them this way too, okay? Yeah, Marquette, we're a team, man. Send them Marquette away and send them mine too. Let's go, Ron James. Who got? Move. He said, no problem, man. No problem. I appreciate you, man. I'm always like look at the show too. Let's go. Mark, he said, let me tell you what's up, man. It's good, you good? Ryan Train, who we got? Smooth. He says, let me tell you what's up on board the house. Let's go. Wilfred Murphy. What's it? He said, Bobby, who's the best airline? Who's the best airline there for local flights? Good question. There's a lot of local airlines here, but the best one, I don't think any of them are best, to be honest with you. But if you wanna, when you say the best, do you mean on time departures, all that kind of stuff, or cheapest, or mostly not economical? But I would say the one for local flights, the one that Lisa D is used the most is Cebu Air, Cebu Pacific Air. That's the one she's used the most. I've used them. They're small airlines, and they get you places quicker, and the prices are very moderate. They are clean, and the others I haven't used any other except for Cebu Pacific Airline. I use them a lot locally. Air Asia is here a lot, but Cebu Pacific, that's the one I would recommend because I have experience with them, and their pricing is good, and they go pretty much to any destination within the Philippines. Let's go, Ron Chain, BobbieD. Who we got? Who sounds? Thank you, Mr. Bobby Hayes, Mr. Hayes, for the prayer notice again. Okay, you're welcome, my brother. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey, that's what we do, man. We pray for you, pray for me, I pray for you. That's how we do. We look out for each other. You know, not only physically, not only financially, not only but spiritually as well. We look out for each other because one of the dimensions in life that many people have a tendency to neglect is their spiritual dimension. Yeah. Why do the people neglect their spiritual dimension? Because it's something that they can't see with the eyes. It's not physical. It's spiritual. You know, you can't see it, but it's there. You can't touch it with a knife, but it's there. And the spiritual element is more important than the physical element, if you know what I mean. Okay, if you understand that relationship between the physical and the spiritual actually controls the physical. I don't want to get too metaphysical on y'all, but for those of you that know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Let's go. Murphy, he said, hello, Smooth Sound. What's up, man? You good? Congratulations, Smooth Sound made it #1 on the show today. We had a good show that night. Who remember what the show? Who was here? Nobody was here. Nobody was here last night, man. Who was here last night? We had Crook Mark and we had 2 people last night. It was a good show though. Crook Mark and Rayman. Yeah, they was here last night, and we turned this mother out. We had a good show, man. We had a real good show. Just 2 guys, but we had a great show. Check this show out. Go back on YouTube. Check my last broadcast. Okay, man. Let's go. Ryan Chain, who we got? Smooth. He said, thank you, Dave. Ryan Chain, BobbieD, Lisi, One Nation. Murphy, he said, hello, Mark here. What's up, man? You good? So good to see you. Murphy, he said, I make my boundaries known right at the beginning. Yeah, you have to. That's how you set off whether your relationship going to work or it's not going to work. But a person, you've given her the 411 on your boundaries, right? Okay. Then she violates your boundaries. You put her in check. You know, I gave you broadcast how to put your woman in check, put your Philippine in check, put her in check. Excuse me. What'd you say? What did you say? I thought we talked about this. I don't like people calling me out my name. I thought we already talked about that. And here you go calling me out my name. Is it problem? Why would you do such a thing? Don't you know that I don't like that? Do you want us to continue in this relationship? You may want to give them another chance to repent or to move on. Or if you don't, you can call it quits right then. You know, that's how you do. You set your guidelines, you set your boundaries out. And when you see them violating it, that's a red flag that there may be more violations to come. And it's up to you to say, well, I'm gonna let it slide this time. But if I was you, if it's a major If it's a major issue that they violate, that they or your boundaries, your standards, your moral values, don't let them slide. Nothing. Let them slide out the door. Okay, let's go. Ryan Chain, BobbieD, DC, One Nation, under the love. Who we got? Smooth sound. He said, I had no idea that eating healthy can also make you feel yuck. I guess my body has to get used to it. Lost 6 pounds. Well, congrats, man. Congrats. Y'all hear that, man? Smooth sound is on the right track. He's feeling bad because he changed his diet. You know, sometimes it happens, man. You change, you used to eating that junk food. Junk food made you feel lazy and sleepy most of the time. But when you change to better, more a vegan diet or more, you know, healthier diet, you begin to feel stronger eventually. Now you're feeling bad right now, but eventually, the more you eat, the more your body conforms and adjusts to the new diet. You'll feel better. You'll feel lighter. You'll feel stronger. You'll be more alert. You'll be more attentive, and eventually, all those ailments that you have, some of them will get smaller and smaller, and some of them might go away. And then, but if they don't ever go away, if you keep eating right, you'll help them from flaring up. You won't have any flare ups. Okay, and so whatever conditions you have, ladies and gentlemen, there's a diet out there for it. Okay, whether it's high blood, whether it's diabetes, whatever, you know, mental, whatever. There's always a diet that will help you assimilate into getting into a healthy regime and living a better lifestyle. So I applaud Smooth Sounds. He made a decision to live better and to eat better, and he is making a difference on his life. He's lost 6 pounds. 6 pounds don't sound like a lot, does it? But it's a lot to him because it's a start. But when people make a start in the right direction, you should always commend them and congratulate them to reinforce what they're doing is right. We want to see Smooth Sound have a healthy, abundant life. So congrats to you, man. We're gonna keep on praying and keep on the road. When I get through with this, I'm gonna cook me. I'm gonna have me. I'm gonna got my breakfast. I'm gonna cook me some. I got to do some chicken. I'm gonna grill me some chicken. All right, and then I'm gonna get me some salad. I got some salad. I got cabbage. I got some watermelon chips. I'm gonna chop that up, and I'm gonna put me a little bit of tomatoes in it, and I'm gonna put the little chicken in there, and I got a wrap, vegetable wrap, a veggie wrap, spinach wrap. I'm gonna wrap it up like a sandwich. I'm gonna eat. That's my breakfast. I'm not gonna eat a smoothie this morning, but that's what I'm gonna do. You gotta eat smooth. You gotta eat well, man. And when you eat well, your body will respond to you. It will tell you that, hey, you're doing right. You feel bad right now because you're craving that meat, you craving that junk stuff. You crave it in your body. Like, what are you doing, man? Where's my stuff? Your body's in rebellion right now. It's like, what do you do? You think you do it? I don't want this, John. That's for goat day. I don't want that goat meal. Let's go, right? Everybody, who we got? Smoothies out here. I hear. Why must you have a Filipino woman all the time? This is what I hear. Why must you have a Filipino woman all the time? And why I can't find a black woman here? Yeah, they'll give that to you. Well, where I live, 90% of black women think all black men like thick women. Not. Okay? Yeah, a lot of men, one thing that black men have a stereotype more than is being judged on is like, we like women with big butts, big boobs, thick women, you know. And you know, I'll be honest with you, in the South, where I'm from in Georgia, that's what most guys, black guys at least like, you know, at least me. Everybody else was looking out like, oh, yeah, you know, you go along with the flow. But as you get older and as you get more experience with other women, and how women are made up, you realize that on a spectrum of women, all of them are good. Whether it's big, there's good, big, fat women are good. Even big old, big belly, fat, everything woman, they're good too. It's about how they treat you. It's not about the size in the woman. It's about the size of the heart in the woman. Okay. So when I understood that, my whole life and my whole mentality about women changed. You know, and so when your family or others people that you know speak to you about why you got to go to the Philippines and why you can't find a black woman here, so that's not it. I can find black women here. There's plenty of them here, but I'm looking for somebody that's more tuned to how I believe and how I think. I'm looking for someone that's different. So I've had black women in the past, and it's not been good for me. And this is not. I'm not trying to. And this is what you tell them. I'm not trying to come against any black women out there. I love black women. They're a godsend, just like Filipino women. But what I'm saying is, for me, I want to try something different. That's how you do. You get rid of that guilt trip. They're trying to make you feel guilty because you chose to look for your relationship with the different race. And there's nothing wrong with that. But people will have you believe that's a sin. You're going against your race. You're a traitor to your race. I'm not a traitor. What's wrong with you? I'm exercising my right to find love with the person that maybe just happened to be outside of my race. Yeah. I don't put a color on her, but you are. And that's you the problem. You trying to hate on me from following my dream. That's how you deal with them. Okay. That's how you deal. You turn whatever they say on you, you turn it right back on them. Why are you telling me this? You know, what's your reasoning for saying that to me? You got to understand where are you coming from with this statement about me wanting to reach out and find my true love. Why are you putting a color on love? That's how you diffuse people arguments when it's irrational. Okay. It doesn't make a difference what color your person is. It's the color of the heart. Okay. That's how you deal with people with crazy stuff like that. I've gotten that in the past. I don't get it anymore because I'm not in the USA because I'm here. But when I was out there and they, what? You got to leave your country, go all the way. I said, yeah, I do. And I move on. That's how you shut people up. You make them feel stupid. Let's go, Ranche. You got most men do like thick women, but I don't like them either. Okay. Most I wouldn't say most men because a lot of I found in my experience most Caucasian men like thin women. Most of them that I see. Now the black men, most black men, we like them big butt, big bone, big booty, big everything, big lips. We like it all, you know. And I used to be like that, man. No, I didn't like them. I didn't like fat. I didn't like, layers and layers of fat. That don't do nothing for me. Okay. And everybody got their own thing. I like my woman thick. I like the butt round. Okay. Not big. I don't like this flat. I like it round. And I like mood moderate dudes, not big, moderate. But then that was then. Now it's a different day. It doesn't matter to me the size nowadays. It does not matter to me the size of a woman because I understand that they all have the same thing. All women have the same body parts. It is proportional to their weight, and so it doesn't matter. It's about the heart of the woman and how she treats you and how you gel together in that chemistry in your relationship. That other stuff is not necessary. I mean, it's just extra, And if she's 20, 36, 24, 36, that's all the more better. But if she's not, if she's 24, 24, 24, who cares? You marrying her for how she look, or you for marrying for how she treats you, or you not married, but if you're having a relationship for how she looks, or how she looks on the inside, how she treats you. Okay, so which one is most important? Inside out. Tell y'all that many times. Let's go, Ryan Chain. Who we got? Smooth. I think men who like thick women are playing follow the leader, but but if they like it, cool. Okay, I think men, yeah. I see your point to a certain extent because they're going by what they see other people in their community do, or their brothers do, or other people they know do. They follow. They think that big women are thick women are the ones that are more sexy, etc. The thing about thick women, they stand out. Okay. That's the only difference between a thick woman and a regular sized woman or a small woman. The thicker woman has thicker and bigger, usually body parts, the bust, the breast, the butt, all of those are thicker, the thighs, thicker. And so whenever anything is thicker and bigger, it has a tendency to do what? Stand out more. Okay. That's the only thing that your eyes notice thing. Men's are driven by eyesight, vision. So we're gonna notice the thicker one before we notice the thin one. Okay. But so that's just how life is. And so it does not matter in general for me. Now some guys, they won't have a thin women at all. I don't want that. My buddy, I tell you about my buddy Arnold. I work with I work with Arnold and Coca-Cola. He's like, no, but I don't want no more. I want no bones, man. No bones. Don't give me no bones. He didn't want no thin women, man. He called them bones. I don't want no bones. And he didn't like thick women. He got to be fat. He want them big, huge. He married a woman. She was huge too. You know, but that's some men love that. I mean, I couldn't fathom that with him. But you know, I understand now. Everybody got their own thing, man. So don't let nobody knock you. But because you going to the Philippines and you like somebody that's out your race, whatever, don't let nobody fool. And just because you like somebody that's thin or not, you know, big boob with big butt, don't let nobody messing with you with that either. Who cares? That's your personal preference. Leave me the H alone. Fly with that. Let's go, Ron. We got Mark L in the house. He said, I have a couple of videos to share with you. Our Facebook about cheap ass travelers trying to see working girls got drugged. Ooh, got drugged and it took everything he had staying in the cheap. Wow, wow, no security. Hey man, that happens, man. That happens. I tell you about this guy. Let me tell you about this guy. He came. Y'all know this guy. He's a vlogger. Years ago, when I was looking, I was still in the USA, and I used to look at his channel. His name is Rike. Y'all remember Rike, right? Rike the vlogger. Anyway, he had an audio he had a vlog session one time where he got ripped off. He went to some kind of cheap place. You know, he liked them cheap places to stay in. He went when he was in Cebu. He was in Lapu-Lapu. He went out there and he left his house. He came back, everything was gone. They took his computer, they took everything, man. He had to start all over again. And he had no security. So stop being cheap, ladies and gentlemen. Stop being cheap and you go use it. I told y'all 50,000 times, you got a target on your back. What's wrong with you? You're a foreigner. And you can't take the time, make the time, break the time, shake the time to find a place for some security. You're going to have some problems. You're opening yourself up for a whole lot of people that's going to take advantage of you. They're going to take your stuff. And you got to come out here and fight it all over again. And you move someplace else with no security, that's what they're going to do again. Foreigners get ripped off out here all the time trying to live cheap like Filipinos. You know, that's why Mark will be telling you come out here and try to live cheap, you're going to get ripped off because people going to find out you living in a place with no security. As soon as you leave your door, and I'm broken and got everything. Man, don't do it, man. It ain't worth it. I live in a gated community, got security 24 hours, 7 days a week. And when I came out here visiting Lisa D, I stayed in a hotel, motel, Marriott. They had security at the door every day, 24/7. Okay. And so any place, I stayed at other hotels, they had security. So every time you come out here, you're a target. When you remember that, ladies and gentlemen, you won't get ripped off. Because you will say, well, no, I'm not, I'm gonna stay with something. And you bring more money, whatever you got to do, but stay someplace where you can stay someplace where you can be sure that you got security, nobody gonna come behind you get your stuff. You know, you gotta understand. And then working girl, he said try to see working girl drugged and they took everything he had. He got drugged. He went to get a piece of tail. Okay, you want some tail, sir? Come on. Let's go to the hotel, motel, Holiday. And she put a Mickey in his drink. And they took everything he got. Okay. Now, man, come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all should know better than that. Grown man. And you come to a foreign country and you doing dumb stuff. You wouldn't even did that in the USA, but you're gonna come out here and do that. How foolish is that? Go on somewhere with your crazy self, man. Come on, get some. Get some sense. Let's go around check about who we got. Mermaid said, thanks, Bobby. I'll get Cebu Pacific. Okay, yeah, man, check them out, man. They've been good for us. We've used them several times. We're going to Manila. We used Air Asia once to Manila. I didn't like them. They was nasty. And it was bad odor all over the plane. I didn't like that. And then we used Cebu Pacific. And when we found Cebu Pacific, Lisa D used Cebu Pacific for everything. Before I even met her, he said, it's good, it's good. I said, let's try somebody. And we tried Air Asia, and they were not good. And we tried some other place. I forgot one of them other small country plane airline out there. But Cebu Pacific was the best for us. Let's go right there. Who we got? Crook bar got a house, crook bar got a house. Ooh, he said, what's up, you BobbieD? Hey, maybe find me blessed and highly favored of the la. How you doing, my brother? Crook Mark was on the show last night, man. We had an awesome time. What do we talk about, Crook Mark? You know, forgot. What do we talk about? Let's go round train. Who we got? Crook Mark said, love that train, love train crew. What it be like? What it be like? It be like this, man. We be like this. What's up, man? You look good to say, hey, smooth. He said, I got sick flying from Tampa to Atlanta. So I know I'm going to be out of it flying to the Philippines. Yeah, man. Bring me some motion sickness medication. I think they can get some they can get you some pills and stuff like that to help you when you're flying. But yeah, I know I've never gotten sick flying. I've never gotten sick on trains. Some people get sick on train and buses and stuff like that. I've never get nothing. In the ocean, I've been on a cruise. I never got sick on a cruise either. But something that happens. Everybody got different bodies cycles and stuff, you know. So yeah, bring you some stuff, man. And then bring you a paper bag, plastic bag, or you might just have to go. But they have the little plastic bags in the back of the seats usually. So if you gotta bring it up, you can just get the bags. Excuse me, you doing your thing. Okay, man. Let's go around here. Who we got? Mark, Crook Mark. He said, congrats, Smooth. You did it, man. Right, tight, long, and strong. Murphy, hey, what's up, Murphy? He said, what up, sir, Crook Mark? What up, man? You good? You good? Right, chain. Who we got? One Nation. Smooth. He said, thank you, Mr. Mark. We got the same name. Yeah. Mark, Crook Mark. You a Crook Mark, and Smooth sound of the bookmark. Crook Mark and a bookmark. Let's go, Ryan Train. Who we got? Crook Mark. I said, what's going on, Murphy? Hey, you all right, man? So good to see you in the train today. Ryan Train, BobbieD, see One Nation. Crook Mark in the house. He said, I'm better than I deserve by the grace of God. There go I, accept the grace of God. Let's go, Ryan Train. Who we got? Crook Mark. He said, let's get those lights up. Everybody hit the like button for one time. 1, 2, 3. Chichapaya. 1, 2, 3. Chichapaya. We ain't got a lot of folks. Can you hit the like button, please, man? Please. Come on now. Hit the like button, man. Don't take but a second. Chichapaya. Let's go, Ryan Train, BobbieD, One Nation. He said, help me, brother. Yeah, man, help me out, man. Do me a favor and hit that like button. Crook Mark, what did we talk about last night, man? I'm going to see if you remember. You don't even remember. What we talked about last night, Crook Mark? Huh? Come on now. I'm waiting on you. Crook Mark said he had a good time last night. You don't even remember what we talked about. What we talked about, Crook Mark? Give me the flow. What we talked about? Ryan Train, who we got? Murphy, I'm blessed, sir, Crook. How you doing, brother? Thank you so much for asking. Ryan Train, Murphy, think butts are fake. And fake here and a whole list of fake stuff. Yeah, man. I don't like fake nothing. Just like Murphy. Don't give me no fake boobs. Don't give me no all a bunch of fake here. I don't know. That don't do nothing for me. It might make you look good, make you feel good, but I want the real deal. Okay. If you don't have a lot of here, wear what you got. Okay. Fix it up the best way you can. But need all that wig and all that, with weave and all, leave that stuff. It's just gonna take all your money. Weave costs women like $300-500, man. Good one. Now the cheap one like $200, but a good one will cost you about. And that who want to pay that for a weave when you can wear your own hair? All you gotta do is fix it right. And if you can't fix it right, cut it short. Cut it short until it grow back right. That's how you do, man. And stop trying to fake like you all that when you know you're not. People can spot a phony a mile away, and when they know you phony, they don't want to be with you. No, at least people like me. I'm a real man. A real man just don't like phony baloney. He like the real thing, the right one, tight, right, long. So, right, chain. Who we got? Murphy. He said, I like athletic build, not overkill. Okay, I got you. He like the women that's athletically built. That means they're not overly muscular. They just have a toned bodies, right? And that they can walk, they look, they can do stuff athletically and lift stuff. They have some muscle, but not bulk like a Hulk type woman. You see these Hulk bodybuilding women, I don't like that either. That turns me off. You see these bodybuilder women, and they got muscles. Their arms is bigger than mine, bigger than yours, and say hi. And they wear on these little dainty little dresses. Say hi. I said, excuse me, man, you got to get. they don't even. It just looks so weird, man. And they try to be so dainty, but they look stronger than you. No, that's a turn off for me. Yeah, that's a lot of people are like that, but that's how I am. I don't like that. I like this kind of woman. I like a woman that's a woman first of all, feminine. Okay, I like femininity. Can't say the word femininity. I like a woman that has feminine ways. I like a woman that's not skinny bones, but that don't mind. If I like her personality, it's okay. But if she's a normal type size, it's okay with me. That's what I've come to like now. It's a regular type woman. She don't have to have no big and all that big back in the baggage. I don't need all that. I mean, if she got it and I fall in love with her, we heart to heart. We work on the heart thing first. It's okay. I deal with it. But she ain't, it's just same thing. That's how I do. Let's go around chain. Who we got? Crook Mark, he said, our race is the human race. The Bible speaks about being unequally yoked, meaning spiritually, nothing to do with one race. People need to learn that reading that by reading and studying. Yeah, man. You know, gotta be equally yoked means that you spiritually, there's a spiritual connection, that you're dealing with the one God, the same God, the only wise God. Okay. And the Son of God is Jesus, and you're dealing with the true God, is the Most High God. Now, that's one race. And then when you find out that you're in a relationship with somebody, they believe in a different God or a different Allah and all that kind of Buddhist, whatever, you better think twice about it. If you're strong in your religion, you better think twice about that relationship, because it may be doomed from the start. And the Bible don't lie. Okay, I'm telling you, the Bible don't lie. Let's go around chain BobbieD. See one nation, grew in love. He said it's all about the heart. Yeah, man, it's about the heart. How you feel about her, how she feel about you. The Bible tells us the heart is deceitful above all things. Who can know it? I, the Lord, search the heart. Jeremiah 17. That's what he said. The Lord. If your heart is in the Lord is in your heart, it will come out. You ain't got to fake it. You ain't got to shake it. You ain't got to take it. People will see who you are by your behavior and how you treat them. Let's go around chain BobbieD. See one nation under group of love. Murphy is it? You 100 said, Crook, got you, man. I got you, man. Round chain BobbieD. See one nation. Crook Mark say, I agree with Murphy. I hate all this fake stuff these women are wearing these days. It's a turn on for me. I do. I'm with you on that, man. I like women. I like women that are natural, you know, that don't wear a lot of makeup. I don't mind a little bit of lipstick, maybe some eyeshadow. I don't really like the eyeshadow stuff that much, because it makes them, in my opinion, makes them look like a clown, Bozo the clown. All that big eye red with this red rouge and all that. It just makes them. It just makes it a little bit too overbearing for me. Okay, and so I want a woman that's plain and simple, not too plain where she looked like a plain Jane and nobody want to be around her. I don't like that much, but I want a woman that's uh, up to date on her styling, and can just look good in where she feel comfortable in her skin. That's what kind of woman I want. Okay, and that's the kind of woman makes me feel good about me. I don't like the fake stuff, because anything fake ain't real. And if she fake with her appearance, she could be fake with other things as well. So always, people say, well, you can't judge. You don't like judge by what they wear. That's not the real person on that. You can't judge all that. Well, that's up to you. If you come out to me, if I go on a date with you, and you coming up to me with a tank top on, I'm so, excuse me, man, you need to go change that. I'm not with that, You see, you ain't got to expose your body like that with me. I said, I'm not the one for that. I said, you do that to your man in your room, whatever, but you don't, can't take you out like that. You don't do that. That's how you do. That's my stand. That's why I told y'all, people don't like me. I got tough standards. I don't care. No, I'm gonna keep my standards, because my standards have kept me right to this point. I'm not going to give it up. Okay. Let's go. Round chain. Who we got? Murray. Say Crook Mark. Man. Got you, man. Crook Mark. Round chain. BobbieD. See one nation. He said Korean Air is good. Korean Air is the best, man. But he's talking about local flights. Korean international. He's talking about local flights between island to island in the Philippines. Excuse me. He's talking about that in a local plane flight. I think he's going from one island to another, something like that. But I would choose Air Asia. You might want to take a look at them for at least price wise. But Air Asia and Cebu Pacific are the two most ridden local airlines out here. And I can vouch for Cebu Pacific because I've ridden them many times. Air Asia, maybe just that one flight I had was bad with them, but I would go with Cebu Pacific or Air Asia. Right, train by DC One Nation on the crew. Murphy says, Crook. Where are you from, bro? Where you from, Crook Mark? Where you from? Yeah, where you from, man? I need to know that. We inquiring mind want to know where you from. Let's go. Right, train by the Ana. Okay, we had a flight on Ana. Smooth sounds of Ana. ANA. We had a flight. ANA is a local airlines. They go from. We had a flight on. We took ANA when we went to Singapore, right? So we took a local plane from here to I don't know wherever. But we got on ANA. Took us here, and then we had to stop over someplace, and we got Singapore Airlines from there on straight to Singapore. So that was all right. It was okay. He said they took ANA as good airline. They lay over in Japan as the best. ANA, I don't know. I rode them one time. It was all right, but it was just transition flight from one city to another. That's it. Brian Chain, BobbieD, DC, One Nation under group of love. Crook Marks, BobbieD. That's not something was about how to handle this one on Philippine. Somewhat. Yeah, that wasn't the topic name, but if you want to call it that, that's fine. The topic was, if you was just be specific, how to handle a combative Filipina. Okay, combative and disgruntled can be a little bit different. Combative, when you're talking about combative, that means that not necessarily physical. We won't be physical. We can get physical. You talk about that. I mean, it could lead to that combative. All right, but you're talking about a person that's argumentative, right? Antagonistic, disagreeable. All of those have a what combative nature that it involves a woman, okay, and a Filipino. So we talked about how to handle combative Filipinos. It's an awesome show, guys. You check it out. It was awesome. So I laid it down for you, right, tight, long, strong. Let's go, Ron Chain. Who we got? Murphy, he said, I heard Korean here. Yeah, Korean, man. If you're traveling international, okay, from USA to the Philippines, I would use Korean Airlines. They cost more. Their flights are more, but it's worth it. They treat you like kings and queens, man. As soon as you get on the plane, as soon as you sit your seat, the flight attendant is going to come by and say, sir, here you go, sir. She's going to give you some slippers. You take your shoes off and you put your feet in those slippers. They want you to feel comfortable. Then she's going to give you a earplug so you can listen to the radio on the back of your seat, or they have a CD. You can look at all kind of movies, current movies too, in the back, and then she's going to give you a pillow, all kind of stuff, man. And then after you get in the air, about 30, 15 minutes after you've been in the air, they're going to bring you a snack. And they bring you food throughout the entire trip, man, constantly, like every couple of hours, food or snack. Okay. And when they feed you, oh man, they lay it out. They don't a little bit of this, a little bit of that. They lay it out. It's good stuff too. I mean, they have the cuisine is international cuisine, and it's good food. But so I would recommend. I take Korean every chance I get. Most of the time, every time I go somewhere. But that's always a good airline when you come into the plane. Let's go around chamber and see who we got. Crook Mars or Disruptive Philippine. Okay. Yeah, Crook, let's go look at the video again, man. You done got it wrong twice. Let's go around chamber at least one nation. Who we got? Crook Mars said, that's true, Murphy. He's Big Chris always fly Korean here. Big Chris? Who's Big Chris? Okay. You talking about Big Chris? Who's talking about Big Chris? Who's Big Chris? I know somebody named Chris. You talking about Big? What do you mean Big Chris? Explain that. You got to explain that. Who's Big Chris? Let's go around chamber. Murphy, he said, the combative Philippine. There you go. Murphy got it. Murphy wasn't even there. Murphy wasn't even there. He came after the show was over. But that's a good video, man. I'm telling you, I would say most of you gentlemen looking at me right now or listening to me, wherever you're doing, if you're dealing with a Filipino, you're gonna run into an issue where it's a problemo, okay? And then when you deal with her, she's not gonna be happy with you, and she's gonna want to turn it out. You know what I say when I turn it out, right? She might want to get a pot and pan and or everything you say, she gonna disagree with it. She might want to cuss you out. She might want to go run and tell her mother, friends, mom. Okay, that's how you do. I laid it out. I laid out a plan, a method to deal with it. Check it out, man. Let's go round chain. Who we got? Murray, exactly, Murray. Got you, man. Round chain, BobbieD, One Nation. Murray said, those female bodybuilders are crazy strong. I had one trying to hit on me, but the unnatural for a woman. Yeah, it's unnatural, man. It just looks weird, man. They're still women, right? But the body has more muscle than most men. So that's a turn off for me. I tell you one thing that turns me off too about some women, they have hair. When you have a woman that's got a lot of hair on the lip, above there and on the arm, stuff like that, and the leg, that sort of bothers me. But I guess if I really loved her, I would overlook that. But that's just me. Let's go around chain. Who we got? Crook Marks and Murphy is. I'm originally from Mississippi, but spent my last few years in Texas. Okay. Mississippi. What part of Mississippi? From Jackson? I lived in Jackson for 2 years. I lived in Jackson for 2 years. Jackson, Mississippi, where they ain't got no water. I'm glad I got from out of there, man. When I was down there, hey man, I lived in Jackson 2 years and the water was terrible there. We had to buy water there. That was back in the day when nobody was buying water. We bought water. The water had a smell to it. We didn't even cook food in that water. They've been had this problem. The problem with the water in Jackson, Mississippi just didn't start this year. They've been had that. I lived in Jackson in 80, what, 88, 89, something like that. Yeah, 88, 89. 80, I think it was 89. 90. Anyway, back in the late 80s. And so that water was bad then. It had a bad smell to it. I said, no, we ain't drinking this water. We had to buy water. So water. I'm sorry for Jackson. They clowning Jackson all that because Jackson is like a majority black city because most of the black folks hanging there. But and they got a black mayor too. But the governor of Mississippi is Caucasian, so he's dogging the black people out, dogging them out. But instead of them ridiculing Jackson, Mississippi people about the water, he should be trying to help them. Okay. I don't know if they got water now, but for the last 3 or 4 weeks, they had no water. The water pumps, all that stuff was messed up, and the state was bringing them water from other places and stuff. So hopefully they have water by now. But I'm very, very familiar with Jackson, Mississippi. I love the people there. They're very nice. First time I ever lived in Mississippi, actually, first time I had ever traveled there was when I had to get a transfer there from my job, and that's where we lived there. But the people are nice there. I only had one racial incident in my entire 2 year stay there. One out of all the time I was there. And I liked it. Man, it was nothing but God kept me. Man, the man called me the N-word in the store, man. And I was the only black in the store. And so, man, I wanted to hurt that man so bad, but I had to leave there. When I went home, I cried, man. And when I cried, I prayed after that, and the Lord kept me from going back there. I wanted to do something to him. Let's go around, Chain BobbieD, One Nation. Maria said, oh, for some reason I thought you were from the islands. Okay. Crook Mark, he got a name like an island, man. He got a name like an island crook. Let's go around. I'm just playing, y'all. Crook Mark, he said Chris Holmes. Oh, Chris. Oh, come on. Why you call him Big Chris? He was okay, man. Chris ain't gonna be liking that, man. I hope he don't see this. He'll hear this broadcast. He gonna come against you. Yeah, I love Chris, man. We was out here. Chris was out here a few weeks ago with a lady. We went out to dinner with lunch. Went to lunch with them. Had a nice time with them. He get married pretty soon. He gonna get his lady sent out there. I think the end of the year he's gonna be going out there, and then he's gonna get his lady's gonna come out there, and they're gonna be cheap. Gonna live in the U.S. Like, that's what Ryan Chain. Who got Murphy? He said that's close, bro. So Crook Mark got you, man. Ryan Chain. Crook Mark, he said, from the island, whatever gave you that idea, Mr. Hayes? Because your name, Crook Mark. Whoever heard the name Crook Mark? You got an island name. Let's go, Ryan Chain. Murphy, I have no idea. So Crook. It just crossed my mind. The name Crook Mark, man, that will tell you it's not the usual name. When you hear somebody say Crook, first of all, that's a surname. I think his surname is Crook. His first name is Mark, but he called himself Crook Mark. I don't know why he do that. But when you hear the name Crook is not a common USA name, okay? That's the name that would suspect that you're not from the United States. That's where I'm getting my indication from. When I see the name Crook Mark or Mark Crook for that matter, it appears that name is unusual and that you probably could be from a different country. Let's go, Rache. Who we got? Rache, who we got? No disrespect to Chris. No disrespect. Why you call him Big then? Yeah, he trying to clean it up. Let's go around, Chain BobbieD, One Nation. Murphy, he said, I don't like well water. My sister had a well and water stank. Yeah, you have to clean that water up. We got in this subdivision right now, we have a well and we have a water tower. And if we draw water from this entire subdivision, draws its water from that well. We're not on the city water. City water is terrible. Because what they do out here, if y'all ever come out here to live and you live in this regular subdivision out here or just a regular apartment, whatever, if you might live in an area where the water is, you have water, right? From the tap, but it's not on all day. Can you feel me? It's not on all day. It may be on 3 hours a day, 2 hours a day. And you got to level up that water. You gotta fill it up while it's on, 'cause, and so it's crazy stuff out here, man. Then sometimes the water be bad, man. You got to clean it up for you. But our water out here is not. We don't drink this water. It's okay for washing and washing your clothes, and wash your body, but do not drink the water from that well out there. Right, Jay, who we got? Mark. He said, my name is Mark Crook. Okay, Mark Crook. Still unusual. No, the last name is unusual, but we're gonna call you Crook Mar. That's how we know you by. You came out with Crook Mar, and that's what we're gonna call you by. I ain't changing my name. I ain't changing your name to nothing else. I know you by Crook Mar, Crook Mar, Crook Mar. Okay, Crook Mar. Let's go. I just said back. I know you do. That's why I'm stuck with that. You shouldn't have got us. You shouldn't have changed. You shouldn't have started up with that, Crook Mar. You started up with Crook Mar, but we're gonna finish it with Crook Mar. Okay, Crook Mar. All right, guys, it's been real, it's been real, it's been real. We got to go. We got to go. We got to go. Hope y'all have a pleasant evening. What's left of it? Y'all get ready to go to bed. I know y'all about tired out. The 11 o'clock news is going off, and y'all ready to retire for the night. But get your mind ready, get your mind right tight, and deal with these people that try to put guilt trips on you. We got the tools now to deal with people that want to put guilt trips. You ain't got to cuss them out no more. I gave you a pattern. I gave you a 4-step process on how to deal with these guilt tripping women and how to deal with these guilt tripping mamas and friends and sisters and brothers. Okay. Smooth sound. Now you know how to deal with them people that say, well, you got to go all the way to the Philippines. You can't get you a black woman. There's so many black women out here. You can't. What's wrong with you? Got to go out your race? Guilt trip. Trying to make you feel guilty because you're trying to pursue your dreams. Okay, now you know what to do. Okay, deal with them one-on-one. Don't run from them. Don't cuss them out. Deal with them. Let them recognize that you understand what they're trying to do, and you tell them, don't hate on me. Let me be me, because I'm gonna let you be you. That's how you do, man. Face it, and you deal with it one-on-one. Okay. All right, guys. It's been real. It's been real. It's been real. We got one more comment. Okay, hold on. What is it we got here? Take care, guys. Okay, remember if you do the same, man. You do the same. All right, guys. That's it. It's been real. It's been real. It's been real. It's BobbieD saying take care. God bless. And peace. See you on the backside of tomorrow.